Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gabby and today I am back with, honestly, the best perfume haul. I've got in here, how many did I buy? Six Middle Eastern fragrances. Now, you know my opinion when it comes to Middle Eastern fragrances, okay? I have a few, I like some of them. I don't necessarily like, I'm not on a hunt to find the best dupe or anything like that. I've gotten here some that are actually dupes, like two of them, I would say that dupes. Others, they have a similar vibe, they smell quite similar to a designer or a niche fragrance, but they have their own twist. Honestly, this must be the best blind buy haul that I did in a very long time. I bought all of them. I smelled actually one of them before, but all of the other ones, no idea, just based on notes, people here on YouTube and things like that. The bottles for all of them, they're actually beautiful, which is something that you don't really see when it comes to Middle Eastern fragrances. Usually the bottles are just, ooh, like, nah, I don't like them. That's why I'm generally not really interested in these fragrances. Like I said, I have a few, I share them with you, but as soon as I see like a very ugly bottle, I'm just like, you sound very good, but you look disgusting. Anyway, some fragrances I got them literally the day before I went to Spain. I just came back from Spain. I don't want to be here, honestly. I want to go back. I loved that place. We went to Alicante and Valencia. I have a vlog, I'm gonna leave it in the description box, okay? And others, I got them right when I came back, because yes, I was on holiday and I was placing orders. That's just me, you know. But anyway, let's start. You must watch this video, even if you're not into Middle Eastern fragrances, which I was not really that into until now. You still need to watch this video because these perfumes are incredible. Okay, so before we start, if you like this video, obviously don't forget to give a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and now let's jump in. Let's start with a dupe of a fragrance that I really don't like. Why did I buy the dupe? Because people said that yes, it's very similar, but it just has something a bit softer about it. And I was like, okay, I might actually like that. I'm talking about Hibiscus Magic from Fragrance World. Now, this is a dupe for Hibiscus Mahajad. What's the name? You know which one I'm talking about, okay? I've tested it. I know that people absolutely love it. I know that it's super powerful, super potent. I do not. There is something in that fragrance that I absolutely hate. I do not like that one. Okay, now I can't remember 100% how it smells like because I've tested it twice, but obviously I don't have a bottle, I don't have a sample. But as soon as I smelled this one, I was like, this is that, but better in my opinion. Let me show you. This was like 35 pounds. I really almost dropped another fragrance. I really like the presentation. Look at that bottle. Like, if a niche, that looks niche. That doesn't look Middle Eastern. That looks niche. I really like the bottle, okay? This is very light, so don't think it's anything heavy, okay? But the bottle itself, it's very heavy. Now, this one has notes, again, I don't have the original, of cassis, rose, cinnamon, ambrette, vanilla, amber, benzoin, and other notes as well, but these are the most prominent to me. I freaking love this one. The original, it just has something, because it's that strong, it's too much for me. It's literally too much for me. Like, it was giving me a headache. It was something too intense. I didn't like it, like, at all. This one smells so similar, but it's like the turned down version, the softer version, okay? As soon as I sprayed it, I was like, oh my god, this is incredible. It's so good. It kind of gives me a little bit now of Midnight Mischief from Viva More. A tiny bit. I think it's that vanilla, that amber. You're getting the rose, you're getting the cast, you're getting the nose I've mentioned. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It literally smells niche. It doesn't have any alcohol, like alcoholic smell in the opening. It does last on the skin. I would not say it's a base mode, but it has a good lasting power and projection. I really, really, really like this one. It smells niche. It smells so expensive. And again, I paid £35 for it. So not bad. Not bad at all. I'm like really happy with that fragrance. Next, I got this one. I legit don't know why I bought it, because I do have the original. I really like the original. It's a fragrance that's quite difficult for me to wear, not gonna lie, because it's so potent. And I bought the dupe. Why? Because I saw a video where Paulina was talking about it. I really like the bottle, and I said, let me just try it. Okay, this is again from Fragrance World. This one is Ace. Look at this presentation. Just look, and it comes with like a pack of cards in here. This is supposed to be a dupe for By the Fireplace from Maison Martin Margiela. Let's spray them side by side. Paulina said that this one is a more feminine version to By the Fireplace. If you don't know that one, that's like vanilla, but more vanilla in the dry down. In the opening is like burning woods and chestnut and things like that. See, it does smell very similar. It does smell very similar. They do have, yeah, it feels like Ace has almost like a freshness as well. Where Maison Martin Margiela, By the Fireplace, it has like a thicker base. I didn't test them side by side until now. I'm just telling you. I tested obviously the fragrance, but not side by side. So this is gonna be like first impression side by side. That's so similar. That's so similar. Actually, I feel like Ace has maybe less vanilla. And it almost feels like it has something like bright in the opening, but now it went away. And it's not as smoky, it's more like woody than smoky. By the Fireplace is like vanilla and like smoky, like burning woods. This one is very similar, like 95% similar, but it's again a bit more turned down. Not as much vanilla, not as thick, not as smoky, but they're very similar. I'm not really sure how they're gonna be in the air, okay? So when you actually wear it, like side by side, because I didn't like proper wear it, because this is a fall winter fragrance, okay? I just came back from holiday. But I tested it like on my hands, and it stayed there. Like I put it here and it stayed there, and I could smell it, and I was getting By the Fireplace. So yeah, I'm happy. If they ever decide to discontinue By the Fireplace, I have this one. They're very similar, probably don't need both, okay? But if you're looking to buy this one, but it's just too expensive for you, try Ace, because it's like 95% the same. Moving on, another one that I just saw like the notes. I just liked the presentation, and I was like, let me have it, because I do have Ace, and I kind of wanted like another bottle like this. So I got Queen of Hearts. I didn't even realize that this is supposed to be a dupe for anything, and when I smelled it, I was like, it smells familiar, but it's not a dupe for anything. Then I checked Fragrantica. Look at that bottle. I know they're not for everyone, but personally I really like it. I checked Fragrantica, and apparently it's supposed to be a dupe for La Petite Robe Noire from Guerlain, just the original. Again, let's test them side by side. This one has sour cherry, bergamot, rose, like 5 types of rose, anise, vanilla, tonka bean. If you know me, I've been raving about this one for so many years, La Petite Robe Noire. This one is cherry and licorice, and it's quite like a dark, cold fragrance. It definitely reminds you. It definitely reminds you of La Petite Robe Noire. La Petite Robe Noire has licorice, which I can definitely smell. And I know that some people don't like that. Personally, I really like it, okay? I don't mind the licorice. Queen of Hearts. You're definitely getting the anise. You're getting the cherry. But it's like the same cherry as in this one, which is a very like powdery, dark cherry. Like a very particular cherry. But then it has way more rose. It has way more rose. La Petite Robe Noire is more like gourmandish almost. This one has a like dusty cherry. It's a dusty cherry with rose. It's sweet, but it's not overly sweet. I'm not really sure what's in La Petite Robe Noire. I think it's tonka bean. Queen of Hearts has tonka bean as well, but I don't particularly smell it. It's something like tonka bean, something like that in La Petite Robe Noire. That's similar, but I would say like 80% similar. But again, the first time when I smelled it, it reminded me of something, but I wasn't sure what exactly. Now, this one is softer than Ace, okay? But it still has good lasting power, good projection. Again, I did not wear it, like proper wear it, just on my hand, arm, you know, just like testing them in the house. But it was good, it was decent. I do really like it. I feel like it's more, like I said, rose, lots of rose, pink rose, and cherry, like dusty cherry. That's similar, but they're not dupes. They're not the same, if you ask me. Moving on, and the last one from Fragrance World, and this one is from a different collection. This one is, when I saw the name and the note, I was like, I need this. Caramel Macchiato. Look at that box. And then look at that box. Like, how can you tell me? This one was a bit more expensive, I think. I think it was like £50 or 45. The only thing that I don't really like is this like white plasticky thing. I'm just like, why? Why they couldn't just do that? Can you remove it? You can't remove it. No. If it was just this, look how beautiful it is. You put some white stupid plastic and just ruins everything. Like, the cap is beautiful. Just why? Anyway, I'm mad now because I just realized I has this annoying, ugly thing. Anyway, let's spray it. Again, I did not look for the notes. Nothing like that. I got this one when I came back from holiday. Just freaking stop it. People are comparing this one to two other fragrances from Lattafa. Camera, which you know that I love. Let's spray here. And then Camera Kakwa, which I have it here, and I love it as well. Let's spray here. It's definitely not the original Camera. It has similarities, obviously, because they are flankers, Camera and Camera Kakwa. It's definitely similar to Camera Kakwa. This one is supposed to have coffee. You can smell some coffee, okay? But not that much. It's sweeter, it's syrupy compared to the original Camera, and then it has some coffee. Where Fragrance World Caramel Macchiato is definitely more coffee, like black coffee, and not as sweet. It's somewhere in between those two for the base, and then you add coffee, and then you add coffee. It's I don't know which one is it. Yes. It's, I don't know. it is kind of cappuccino. It's not necessarily milky or doesn't have that foam, you know, texture, but it's not. It's more like going almost into like black coffee, like black coffee and cacao almost. I don't know. I really like it. If you like the two cameras, but you want something with a bit more coffee and maybe less sweet, it's slightly less sweet than both of them, but it has the same base. It's still sweet, but it has the same base. Yeah, it feels like I put it here. I put a Wake in here from Acro because this one kind of has like a dark coffee. I'm not sure if it's Acro on top or, because I was thinking, I wanted to say that it's like a mixture between the two cameras and there with some Acro Awake, but I think this one is maybe too dark. The coffee in that one is maybe too dark compared to the coffee in here. It's good. It's just good, okay? I really like it. I really like it. It's not my absolute favorite. I feel like I still kind of prefer Camera Kahwa because it's sweeter, but I do really like it. I do really like it. I'm keeping everything, like I'm generally keeping everything from this haul because they're all very, very, very good. Moving on. The only fragrance I was actually not a blind buy, but I could only find it for like 80-90 pounds, and I was like, I am not paying that for a Middle Eastern fragrance, okay? Shagaf Oud Tonka. Like the original Shagaf Oud used to be like 25 pounds. What do you mean 90 pounds for flanker? I'm not paying that. I found it for 50, which is still too much, if you ask me. This is definitely my least favorite bottle. I don't know, just not gorgeous, but not terrible either. This is, I had a sample, so I knew exactly how it smells like. This is meant to be a dupe for Velvet Tonka from BBK, and is the better version. For me, Velvet Tonka, I barely get any Tonka. I'm getting almonds and almonds and almonds, but the almonds are so medicinal that I cannot with that fragrance. I've tried, I cannot. This one is still a tiny bit medicinal, but it's definitely not like the original. It's so gourmand, and if you like almonds, like almond marzipan, like that type of thing with tonka bean, you need to try this. And this one is strong, okay? Like it's very strong. Oh, it's so beautiful. Again, it's more fall and winter. Pretty much everything that I've got in here is fall and winter. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Honestly, I've tried Velvet Tonka so many times and it doesn't work for me. But this one works. So I'm super, 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 super happy. And the last one, I'm not really sure if it's my absolute favorite one. It's in between this one that I'm gonna show you now and Shagaf Oud Tonka. And the hibiscus one. I really like that one as well. Anyway, I have no idea where I'm gonna put it, okay? Because I kept all of these fragrances on the side. I didn't place them in my collection yet because, like I said, I just came back from holiday like 2 days ago and was still unpacking, fulfilling orders, going back to work, all of that. So I didn't have the time. I got from Latafa again, Sheikh, I don't know how to pronounce this. It's basically that massive bottle that everyone is showing you here on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok. It's literally everywhere. Just look at that. I didn't know how it smells like. I did not watch any reviews, nothing like that. I just saw it everywhere and I was like, I want it. I just want it, period. I went after that on Fragrantica and I saw that people are comparing it to Tom Ford Vanilla Sex. Kinda. I can see it has the same almond, like again, like kind almost like a marzipan almond, almost like an almondy dessert. But definitely Vanilla Sex has vanilla. It's way sweeter, and it actually feels a bit more artificial. I didn't mind because I purchased this one as well. I paid a lot for it, okay? I know it's a bit artificial. I know that some people absolutely love it, some people absolutely hated it. I'm someone that really, really likes it. I just don't necessarily like the performance. But this one, sir, where did I put that massive bottle? It's here. It has almonds. What does it have? Almond, cinnamon, akigala wood, vanilla. Might be the akigala wood. It's woody for sure. Does it have any sandalwood? For me, it gives me vibes, just hear me out, of Gris Chanel from BDK mixed in Vanilla Sex from Tom Ford. I really, really, really like it, okay? I feel like it smells expensive. It's gourmandish. It's definitely not. If you're looking for a dupe for Vanilla Sex, no, it is not. Because this one is way, way, way sweeter. They definitely have the exact same type of like almond cake type of like spongy almond type of scent. But this one is definitely woodier, a bit more like cold. It's definitely different. Like this one is definitely more unisex as well, where Vanilla Sex for me is a very feminine leaning fragrance. But I really like it. I'm not really sure if this one is my favorite or this one. I really like the other ones as well, like don't get me wrong. But these two, I like really, really like them. And I feel like with everything that I got in here, sometimes I told you, I bought so many, like some were a complete fail. I told you all the time when I didn't like something that was also necessarily, they're not expensive, but they look, you look at the notes and you're like, oh, it's gonna be amazing, and then you smell it and you're like, ew, you know, and then you see the bottle and you're like, what in the world is that? It literally, it doesn't fit in here. It doesn't fit anywhere. I don't know where I'm gonna put this anyway. What I was saying, I really like these ones. Like all of these 6, they smell expensive. They don't have anything that bothers me or any like alcohol. No, they just smell expensive, period, but they're not. So yeah, if we have similar tastes, you might need to get your nose on them. Maybe don't blind buy them, try to get a sample, but they're good. They're really, really good. Now I really want to try from Lattafa Yara Candy. I know that everyone is looking. Okay, I think I have Ghost in here. No, I don't. I just misplaced a box of jewelry and then it felt, okay, I put it on the corner. Anyway, what I was saying, I know that everyone started talking about it. It's not available yet here in the UK, like always, so I have to wait. I never tasted the original Yara because I looked at the notes, I looked at everyone's review, and I was like, no. I know that I have like 4 or 5. I was not really interested in them, but this one I am interested in. This one, like, I'm gonna buy it. I don't know if I like the bottle though, but that's fine, it's very cheap, so whatever. Anyway, that was it for today. Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if you like Middle Eastern fragrances, if you hate them. Some people absolutely hate them. I don't hate anything. I like very cheap fragrances, I like very expensive fragrances as well. As long as it smells good, that's all that matters, and to have a decent bottle, like, please. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, that was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and like always, I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.